This is the story of a woman who pulled off one of the biggest heists in history. She stole $4 billion. Let that number sink in for a moment. But you see, this wasn't some elaborate bank robbery. She didn't crack a single safe. She stole it from ordinary people, from millions of them. And at the absolute peak of her power, she vanished into thin air. It's a question that has baffled investigators for years. So tonight, we're opening the case file on the hunt for the woman they call the Crypto Queen. The biggest question of all, where is Ruja Ignatova? To really get this, you have to understand the mastermind herself, Dr. Ruja Ignatova. Now, she wasn't your typical criminal. Oh no. She was brilliant. She was a visionary. And that's what made her so incredibly dangerous. On paper, she was impressive. PhD educated, incredibly smart. In person, she was magnetic, oozing confidence. But underneath all that polish, she was absolutely lethal. Ruja understood something fundamental about human nature. To sell a billion-dollar dream, you have to look like you're already living it, and she played the part perfectly. We're talking private jets, five-star hotels, extravagant parties that were the stuff of legend. She was constantly dripping in diamonds. This wasn't just wealth, it was a weapon. And it worked. But what she was selling wasn't just a fancy lifestyle. It was bigger than that. She was selling a revolution, a promise that she was about to change the world of money forever. She would get on stage in front of thousands of adoring fans and she would say that Bitcoin was obsolete, old news. She told them that her coin was the future. And that coin had a name. It was called OneCoin, a name that would soon become famous for all the wrong reasons. Her pitch was brutally effective. It was simple. She'd look you in the eye and tell you, you are getting in on the ground floor. You are going to be rich. This is the chance you've been waiting for. She was a master at playing on our deepest desires and fears. And people believed her. Oh, did they believe? All over the world, millions of them, didn't just invest a little. They gave her everything, their savings, their homes, their entire futures. But here's the part of the story where everything changes. Because behind all the glamour and the promises, OneCoin was built on a lie. It was a perfect illusion. Now, stick with me for a second. A real cryptocurrency, something like Bitcoin, it runs on a technology called a blockchain. Think of it like a public rulebook that everyone can see. It's what makes the whole system work. It's the engine. And here is the $4 billion secret. OneCoin had no blockchain. It wasn't real. There was no technology, no engine. There was nothing. So that financial revolution she promised, it was just a fancy website. The soaring value of the coin, it was just someone in an office typing numbers into a computer. The whole thing was a magic trick, a complete and total fraud. Well, by 2017, an illusion like that is hard to maintain. Governments started issuing warnings, investigators were closing in. The walls were finally and quickly closing in on Ruja Ignatova. Then, on October 25, 2017, she boarded a commercial flight from Bulgaria to Greece. And just like that, she was gone. Never seen or heard from again. Today, her face is on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, right alongside terrorists and murderers. And in her wake, she left behind a catastrophe, a financial black hole that swallowed the savings of more than 3 million people. This isn't just about the money, you see. This is about the human cost. Life savings that took decades to build, gone in an instant. Families sold their homes. Dreams for the future, just erased. She didn't just steal money. She weaponized hope itself. So Ruja Ignatova is more than just a fugitive now. She's a ghost story, a legend, and maybe most importantly, a very serious warning for all of us. So what happened to her? The rumors are wild. Some say she got extensive plastic surgery and is living a quiet life somewhere under a new name. Others whisper that she was killed by the very people who helped her build her empire. The truth is, nobody really knows. But the lesson from this whole insane story is one we've heard before, but maybe never this loudly. If someone promises you the world, guaranteed riches with zero risk, If it just sounds too good to be true, it is. It always is. And that leaves us with one final unsettling thought. Somewhere out there, right now, the woman who stole billions of dollars, the woman who destroyed millions of lives, could still be free, watching and waiting.